Hi YouTube, Christine here, Skinny Brit to be. Coming to you not so much with an update, but I thought I'd do a video of what actually I eat for my own record, and also I thought it might help some of you who seem to be struggling. I've read an awful lot of things on Facebook about people having real trouble with stools. And I just thought that if you could see what I was eating, that maybe it might help some of you. I've done some pictures of what I eat, etc. I'll put all the quantities at the end. Because I journal all my food, with myfitnesspal.com. If you want to journal, brilliant place to do it. It's got almost every food you could imagine on there, and any you haven't. So I still journal every day. For those of you who also don't know, I had gastric bypass in January 2011, and I have lost in total about 196 pounds. So in fact I'll stop here and I'll actually put in a photo of what I was like and what I am like now. I'm a normal BMI, but I'm still having to take extreme care, because if I go over my calorie goal, not your calorie goal, my calorie goal, then I know that I tend to put on weight, because I'm not particularly active. I don't like exercise very much, I'm afraid. But the only thing I can't seem to be able to get much enthusiasm for. So my method of actually coping with any regain or no regain is to journal almost everything that goes in my mouth. I do have occasional days where I don't, and some days I'm naughty, and I do have an occasional glass of wine, I do have an occasional bit of cake, but I don't consider that I starve in any way, and I feel that I eat a very pleasant diet. So okay, let's start off. Okay, I'll put up a picture of what I have for breakfast. I have this porridge, and I make it with Alpro unsweetened almond milk. And I usually put usually 2 or 3 saccharins in it, whatever sweetener that you particularly like. I put a couple of teaspoons of chopped apricots and a dessert spoonful of mixed seeds, usually the 3-seed mix. and that's my breakfast. Lunch. Oh, and that comes to, I think, 190 calories and 7 grams of protein. And then for lunch, okay, I'll deal with today, which is a very, very normal day. I have a salad, and on it today, as the main part of it, I had 2 slices of, it just happened to be Morrison's sliced deli ham. It's not thick sliced, it's how many grams is it? It doesn't say, but it's Morrison's deli style breaded ham, if anybody wants to actually look it up on Morrison's site or anything, or when they go into Morrison's, etc. And the ham itself is only two slices, is 106 calories, which ain't bad. And I also had some strawberries. I had 200 grams of strawberries and a heaped dessert spoonful of creme fraiche, 50% less fat. And that whole meal in that photograph there came to 310 calories. For tea, I'm going to do a chicken curry. I already have a pre-cooked chicken breast, which I'm going to take off the bone, and I'm going to pour a quarter of a jar of Lloyd Grossman's korma sauce over it. Nowadays I never have rice or pasta with my curry. I simply put the cauliflower into my food blender until it's roughly rice size pieces, and then 3 minutes in the microwave, and I have a brilliant substitute for rice. as far as I'm concerned, it's better than rice, and it doesn't do that awful swelling up in your stomach after you've started eating. So that my evening meal, it's a large chicken breast. That's 150 grams of meat on there, which I may or may not finish. And if there's any left of the chicken, then I tend to eat it cold later on. But that comes to 342 calories. And then during the evening I have, well, not only just during the evening, because, don't get me wrong, this I spread out throughout the day. I have celery, usually 2 or 3 sticks of celery, and I spread onto it, you know, into the sort of groove of the celery, usually Philadelphia light or extra light cheese, or Dairy cheese spread. I spread it onto the celery, etc. And then I'll have I might have an orange, an apple, and I make my own Angel Delight ice cream, which I know exactly how much goes into it. I've got an ice cream mixer, etc. I mean, it'd be up to you as to what you could replace yours with, etc. Or if you make your own ice cream, then you'll know how many calories each portion is. So that little tub is my little tub of Angel Delight ice cream, because I make it with Angel Delight instant whip type stuff, no added sugar, and Greek yogurt, usually low-fat Greek yogurt, and I usually add a little bit of extra milk. Why do I add the extra milk? Because sometimes I put protein powder in there as well. I buy Holland & Barrett's vanilla protein powder, and if I got any chance to add it to anything, then I do. So all those snacks come to 361 calories, but bearing in mind that they might be my mid-morning snack or a mid-afternoon snack as well as an evening snack. So although it looks as though I have, you know, them all together, I very often I don't. And for today, that gives me a grand total of 1,203 calories. And according to my Fitness Pal, with my level of activity, etc., I actually need 1,500 calories to keep my body going. So it still leaves me, you know, a bit of leeway to have something else. But I definitely steer clear of rices, breads, pastas, cakes, bought-in puddings and treats of almost any description. I have an occasional glass of wine, maybe 2 glasses of wine, but bearing in mind as well that I'm 2.5 years nearly post-op, and I'm in maintenance as well. So anyway, I'll now put up all the amounts that I made up with those meals. But I consider that I actually eat, volume-wise, quite a lot. But I find that satisfies me. Simply because I've got so much that I can chew on. As far as I'm concerned, if you can't chew on something, you know, if you've just got to slurp it and it's gone down your throat, that's one of the problems that I have with yoghurt. I mean, I like yoghurt. But it's gone in a, you know, 2 or 3 tablespoonfuls sort of thing, or dessert spoonfuls or whatever. It's gone very quickly. One of the other things I always do, I still use a small spoon to eat my desserts and to eat my porridge, because I feel that always encourages me never to put quite too much into my mouth. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody, but I just thought I ought to put my my bit of information out there on how I managed to cope, etc. Oh, and the other thing is, don't allow, if the books or the dietitian says allow yourself X number of calories, that was fatal for me, because I was eating up to that amount and almost forgetting the calories above it. So now I try to eat 1250 instead of the 1500 or 1550 that MyFitnessPal recommends that I have. And then if I go over 1250, I haven't been naughty. I've really, you know, I'm still sort of within my range, but I try to aim for 1250 a day. So anyway, I'm going. I've rambled enough. All right, hope it helps. Bye for now. Bye.